Welcome to the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite provides you with all the resources you need to become a successful author. You can learn more about Authors Unite and join the free community at authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. Today I have Mayur Bardolia with us. He is a coach and author, and he helps people to increase performance, productivity, and profit. He's trained more than 20,000 people from 140 plus countries and is an author of 4 books. So welcome to the show, man.
Yeah. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Of course.
Appreciate that.
Grateful to have you here, man. We'll dive into the first one. The first question I have for you is, what is the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
In my early career as a trainer and a coach, I had the information and knowledge, but I was not taking action. And I thought it's good to learn as much as possible, And I was chasing every single new information. I became kind of information junkie. I had a lot more ideas about what to do and how to do, but I was not working on my ideas. And I was looking busy, but doing nothing. And I was the guy who you can call irresponsible, lazy, and stupid. But about 5 years ago, on one day, I realized I must come out of my mess, and it's my responsibility. And I cannot afford to be lazy, irresponsible, and stupid. And I decided I don't want to spend days, weeks, and months without significant results. And in other words, I didn't want to regret when I asked myself, what have I done in the past 5 years? And this conversation to myself was the most transformational conversation I ever had. I was shattered and felt shame for losing the most valuable asset of my life, called time. And my life completely changed. And I did what I wanted to do instead of keeping the ideas in my mind. And I was chasing new information, and I started implementing things I knew already. So I wrote my 3 books in just 4 months' time. Became super productive. And I created 12 video courses with 200 plus videos with 25 plus hours of content in just 1 year time. And I created the system to more things done without working for longer hours, so that I can spend time with myself, family, and others. And my relationships are filled with joy, love, and respect. And I learned to do more work with laser-like focus and relentless discipline. And for me, getting results matter. And I decided to grow no matter what. So people started asking me, how can you do so many things in a day by working for less number of hours? So I started coaching people on how to get more things done systematically with less number of hours. And I showed people how to solve problems and challenges quickly and powerfully. So yeah, that's the story.
And what is the most valuable piece of information we should know that's within your expertise or industry?
I would say do everything faster. Don't let your emotion and mood stop you, and do what you say you will do in spite of thoughts, emotion, and mood. And meet more and more people and talk to them. The live conversation has magic. And when you listen to someone with undivided attention, you will learn a lot more than reading books, just like you are doing right now. And you're such a great guy. You will understand their pain, problems, and challenges, and they will also feel good to be heard with kindness and respect. So, yeah, that's the advice. Yeah.
Thank you, man. And what is your best piece? It could tie in, but what is your best piece of overall business advice? So not necessarily industry specific.
Just be kind to others, because we can do good to others and be nice to your customers. Also, life is shorter, so work hard, and so keep producing and delivering awesome things as soon as possible. And if you don't know how to do what you want to do, you can just figure it out.
And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
Well, I would say to my younger self, fail fast and take more action. Don't hold yourself back and take more risk, and learn as many things as possible. And I would strongly suggest, learning copywriting, sales, marketing, and street smart skills. And I wish I learned in my early childhood.
And in your opinion, what's the key to happiness?
Whoa. bringing the smile on others' face with your work and word, and do no harm to others.
And what is the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from that?
There's so many books, but my favorite book is Do the Work by Stephen Pressfield. And the number one thing I learned from the book is overcome resistance and get off your own way. And start before you're ready. Don't prepare, just begin. And our enemy is not lack of preparation. It's not the difficulty of the project or state of the marketplace or the emptiness of your bank account. The enemy is resistance. Yeah.
And what is your favorite quote and why?
The 5 most damaging words you could be thinking right now are "It can't be this simple" by Yushin Jukic.
And why is that your favorite quote?
Because the thing is, we look at the things that we need to do, and we think it must be very complicated. But in fact, most of the things are very simple. But we don't want to accept that things can be that simple. And I don't know, somehow people just don't understand the simple things, and they somehow make things complicated, but they don't have to.
Yes.
And that's why, yeah,
Totally.
it's most damaging words, because then people don't take new action because they think, oh, come on, that might be so complicated. But in fact, everything is so simple.
Yes.
Everything is figured outable. I mean, if something is humanly possible, we have to consider it to be within our reach. Yeah.
I agree, man. Thank you so much for coming on. The last question I have for you before we let you go is, where's the best place for people to find and connect with you online?
Oh, okay. You can reach me on mayurbardolia.com. That's my name. And catch me on LinkedIn on linkedin.com/in/Mayur Bardolia. And you can reach me on Facebook on, just type in Mayur Bardolia and you won't miss me.
Perfect, man. Thank you again for joining us.
Thank you very much for inviting. Thank you very much. Thank you.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.